Last but not least, matchup number 5. We have Team Dirschball and the champion. I don't take matchup number 5 as disrespect, my friend. It's just because on my computer your matchup is the last one. That's it. That's all. Like I said before, I wanted to make a matchup of the week, but let's be honest, it's not the best matchup this week. But anyhow, the first week of your title defense, and you get to start going against Akron State. Alright? You're pretty happy about it. You're looking forward to 1-0. That's what's going on right now. But let's go into the matchup, because sometimes looks can be deceiving. Meaning that, no, there's actually not really a hidden meaning behind that. It's just kind of what it is. Actually, you gotta tell me how you got like the video thing for your picture on the board. I don't know how you did it. I actually really would like to know. I was wondering last year, I forgot to ask you. I'd really like to know. So if you could tell me that, that'd be great. Anyhow, on to the matchup. Let's see here. ESPN has you winning by 23 points, 118-94 against Poop. Like I've said in every other one, in case you only read the one that is about you, ESPN definitely does tend to lean a little bit high on the projections the very first week, 2 weeks, first quarter of the season. I think it's happening maybe on both squads this week. Quarterbacks, Matt Ryan getting 16, Aaron Rodgers getting 22. I think we both know which one is probably more likely to happen. Aaron Rodgers against New Orleans defense, blitz heavy. Aaron Rodgers, number 1 against the blitz. Yeah. 22 points? No. 28 points against New Orleans. Week 1, Aaron Rodgers. And then Matt Ryan, Chicago's defense. Do I think he's going to have a bad game? No. Do I think he's going to put up tons of points? No. Give me 12 points for Matt Ryan this week. But it's a big hole for you to start off with against with Aaron Rodgers. But if you move on to running backs, Rashad Mendenhall, Aaron Foster, D'Angelo Williams. That's for Despicable Me. Rashad Mendenhall going against Baltimore. Like Rashad a lot. He's a definite big workhorse. But Roethlisberger is here week 1, so he's not going to have the week 1 that he had last year. And against Baltimore, I don't think he sees the end zone. I don't think he's going to get a lot of yards. Give me only 6 points for Rashad Mendenhall. Aaron Foster against Indianapolis. If you think that Aaron Foster is going to put up over 200 yards like he did week 1 last year, not going to happen. You know he's going to be hampered a little bit. Some say that he's actually very doubtful, not just questionable. So we don't even know if he's going to play. But if he plays, guaranteed he's not getting over 15 carries. All right, so you might want to look into your bench a little bit. And I know it's hard to sit your number 1 running back, but you have a nice guy. I would honestly, if I were you, I'd be probably starting Beanie Wells instead of Aaron Foster this week. He ran very, very well in preseason, and he's going against Carolina this week. I definitely think Beanie Wells is scoring higher than Aaron Foster in week 1 of this year. Think about it. Get back to me. Hopefully you make the change, and then you can thank me later about it, okay? D'Angelo Williams going against an Arizona team, going to score pretty well. Give me 18 points for D'Angelo Williams. If you go on the other side, Dirschball, you got Forte, Best, Jeremy Maclin as his flex. Forte going against Atlanta. Atlanta's pretty decent defense. Forte's going to get his. I'm saying only about 11 points for Forte this week. Rushing and passing, no tutties. Javid Best against Tampa. Tampa can give up points. Javid Best is not injured. He's looking pretty good. I'm going to actually give Javid Best 10 to 12 points this week. Everybody's like, oh, that's not that high. That's not that high. I think it's actually pretty high for Javid Best in week 1, seeing that how much he fell off after week 4 of last year. We'll see. As his flex, Jeremy Maclin with Philly against St. Louis. Like I said in previous ones, St. Louis's defense is actually a lot better than most people think. Maclin, not the #1 receiver. I still see him getting some yards. Give me 50 yards for 5 points for Jeremy Maclin. Receiver-wise, Michael Crabtree, Dwayne Bowe. Dwayne Bowe going to have a good week. 2 scores, some good yards. Give me 18 points for Dwayne Bowe. Michael Crabtree against Seattle. Give me only 6 points for Michael Crabtree. He's now the #2 receiver there. And if you count Vernon Davis, he's the #3 receiver. So give me maybe 5, maybe 4 points for Michael Crabtree this week. Hopefully it's more. For the receivers, for Despicable Me, Greg Jennings against New Orleans. Love Greg Jennings. He's going to get his points. Give me 14 for Greg Jennings. Des Bryant against the Jets. They're not going to be able to run against the Jets, but they sure as hell can probably pass. And even if they can't, they will keep trying. Des Bryant will have his points. They're going to try to give him in screens, everything like that. He'll find the end zone at least once. 14 points for Des Bryant to start off the year. Tight ends, Greg Olsen for Dershfall with Carolina against Arizona. Yeah, Greg Olsen is a very good tight end. He's actually a very good tight end. But the problem is, he's on Carolina. Take him, put him on the bench, put Mercedes Lewis up there, and you'll be happy, okay? Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Mercedes Lewis, more points than Greg Olsen by double. Give me 8 for Lewis, 4 for Greg Olsen this week. Tight end for Despicable Me, Keelan Winslow, one of the most talented tight ends in the league. We'll see how he does against Detroit. He's never really lived up to his expectations when he first entered the league, but he still does get solid points. 8 points for Keelan Winslow. Defense, Lions against Tampa Bay. Like the Lions defense. Don't love it. It's only a draft, people. They were decent last year. They weren't great last year, but they also weren't bad. Give me 8 points for Detroit's defense. For the Dershall defense, he picked early, got his defense early, but he got a good one. He got the Steelers going against Baltimore. Give me 7 points. Not too many turnovers, but not too many points scored. Give me 7 points for the Steelers defense. The winner is going to be Despicable Me. Neither team is going to score as high as the others think. Alright? Despicable Me, I'm going to give you 89 points. I know. Don't worry about it. You're still going to win. There's Dershall. You're going to get 76 points. I know. I know. Even with Aaron Rodgers getting 28, it's going to happen. Anyhow, 1-0 for Despicable Me. Good luck on your championship run. It's hard to defend. Trust me, I know it. Anyhow, you're going against the first champion of Fraggle Rock. I don't know if you ever knew that, but Dershall was the first champion of Fraggle Rock. Underestimated from day one, but he knows what he's doing, so we'll see what happens. Anyhow, Dershall 0-1. Talk to you guys later. Look at my trophies and predictions.